an issue entering the corner, Phil. And we talked about the speed down into these corners. That had to get young Cindric's attention.
But it looked like maybe the left rear tire was coming apart when, I mean, there's, I think, part of the carcass right there. But it was really rubbing the racetrack. And I don't know whether the tire had gone down some and that's why it was rubbing the racetrack, or whether it was rubbing the racetrack because the truck was too low.
Coming to the final turn, and John Hunter Nemechek moved him.
There was plenty of room down there on the racetrack inside of the 00. He was right at the edge of the race.
Frustration definitely on the
little contact there. Caleb Holman drives it in. Cindric saves it somehow off the corner, but this is not going to work. 12th caution of the day. Multiple trucks involved on the back straightaway.
And Eric Jones was right in the middle of that and made it through it.
Our scoring monitor has reset, and Jones, who was being shown 10th after working his way through the problems on the back straightaway, being shown in the 13th position.
Well, I think it'll reset again.
And now it has.
Look at Eric Jones right there in the middle of those trucks.
Does he have damage, Phil? He was being squeezed on both sides. Wow.
Definitely has some damage, whether it's rubbing the tires or not, I don't know. See, Caleb Holman had a hole there. He dove in it on the inside of Austin Cindric. Austin did a nice job saving that truck, but then they came along too wide beside him on the outside.
That's how tough it is to win a championship in this truck series. This is as physical as you will see in NASCAR.
Our scoring monitor has updated, and it is officially showing Eric Jones in 13th.
And look at Ross Kent.
Kind of track at these speeds as he's meet the sandwich getting bobbed around
There
and
it
he
goes.
crashes.
Oh no.
Big trouble.
Yeah, we talked about a couple of slides, or maybe three. It's going to eventually go wrong, and it finally did.
He was very loose. Very loose. Well, this is definitely not the day he was looking for, but and sometimes this is how you learn.
Yeah, I'm fine. While we're doing that, lap 10. Sorry, guys. I'm not sure what I can do there.
He's going to share that 60 car in 2018 with Ty Majeski and Chase Briscoe. But he'll run full-time for Rookie of the Year because he'll go over to Team Penske, run the 12 and 22.
It's not working out too well for Kyle Donahue either.
Donahue gets a little sideways. Can Bell take advantage? Oh, some contact for the leader, Christopher Bell.
Bell has a bumper, and he's not afraid to use it. He bounces into Cindric. Cindric's going to try to block him on the bottom side.
Oh, Bell, hard contact.
Inside's covered.
And around goes Cindric.
Fucking yellow.
And the caution is out.
Damn it! Get everything cooled back off here.
I don't know that truck won't be damaged. Kevin, it looked like there was a fender rub on that right side.
Yeah, there was definitely a fender rub. And when you get to the end of these races like that, I know the 19 truck is trying as hard as he can.
The 19 of Austin Cindric is up into the outside wall.
And the caution is out, and that's Austin Cindric coming off that career best 5th place finish last week. Right side damage. Was running 8th at the time.
I think nobody really ventured up there in practice, and I think these guys couldn't believe how little grip there was up there. Let's see what happens to Austin. He's probably going to get a little bit loose and actually chase it up the hill. And there's no grip up there. You see the back end of that truck. He does a nice job not letting it spin around.
Martins. And then that turned his car right around.
Had the early crash at Daytona. Bounced back with a solid effort last weekend at Atlanta. But an early exit again for the driver out of Mooresville, North Carolina.
Now, Michael, we've seen 2 wrecks today, and both of them, they've hit the wall in areas you would have never thought we'd hit the wall. So thank you to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for putting safer barriers. We saw Jeff Gordon hit there.
Side for the lead. That time the gap between 1 and 2, 18 one-thousandths of a second.
Sadler, big run right there. You saw what he did.
Oh, around goes the 60. Austin Cindric wrecking in front of the crowd. Daniel Hemrick's caught up. Tyler Reddick, Cindric, barrel rolls.
See when you're done, Tomlin.
Lands back on his wheels.
Okay, Matt Timm trying to make a lot happen.
Joey Gase in the 35, sitting right up against the 60 now.
There by
by the driver. You know, it certainly wasn't anything intentional in that situation, but that doesn't help Austin Cindric at all.
You're going to ride on board with the 60. You see clear out front. Has no idea it's coming. It's turned around off turn 4. Pretty solid contact. And now you see why he's so disappointed.
Go low.
He didn't do anything wrong. That's what's the disappointing part, is you've done nothing wrong. You know, you got yourself single file and think that you're in a good position there. And, yeah, and again, it was...
As Austin Cindric just did in the 60, and then be left with those tires to start the race, or try to beg NASCAR to get you another set.
So that's your frustration. The 60 of Tim. I'm trying to make my father.
He'll appreciate it.
Austin Cindric is already second on the board. So, you know, this is a car that already had a good lap. You see him spin around in the carousel. That's pretty hard contact. This 60 is going to have to really look. We'll take another look at it. That's heavy damage. Look at the front of that car. I would say that's going to be a backup car for the 60. We'll have to take a look and see what they make for.
Get away. Oh, whoa. Bell up top. And there goes Reddick spinning out. Kyle Busch coming back to the white flag. Caution is out. We will have a second overtime. Huge damage for Zane Smith and Austin Cindric. It's our 7th caution of the day.
Kyle Busch is going to get right.
Funny how things happen before that sets that up to that chain reaction, and it just accordioned on him, and unfortunately looked like he got us some noise.
He'd made his presence known, so I think Alvaro...
Here in the Oberto Volkswagen Beetle, Scott Speed has won 3 main events in a row. He gets hit by the teenager. Austin.
Let's go.
Yeah, Davison and Marks had gotten themselves back in a really, really good spot.
Cindric was struggling too. He was really loose on those 2 tires, and Cass does a nice job of getting.
Have a look at that right here, Cal.
Spin on entry. Montecalvo was close.
Yeah.
Combination of things happened there. I think the 60 of Cindric tried to get in a hole. Maybe a spotter called him off, pulled down to the inside, and they made contact.
Yeah, it looked like he had the hole there for a second. He went for it and maybe thought, maybe he's...
He goes down into turn number 8.
Getting squeezed on the outside. Oh, he gets doored by the 14 car.
More often than not, you go through that grass.
Oh, the 2 Oldsbergs cars comes together again, but it's Cindric who still needs... Oh, he spun! Cindric spun. He had the spot, and now he's top of center. Oh, and how he ran those first 54 laps. He looked like he was back there with Zane Smith. Well,
Hold on to it here.
Oh, wow.
That'll do it.
See, Reddick get, loose and come down the racetrack.
In making this happen and getting himself, he just got in the wall right there off of turn 4 as
Wow.
we were watching all that.
Wow.
You try to take that high line and utilize that PJ1 that's in there, but that's substantial damage right there. Yeah, that'd be likely a backup car, don't you think? Yeah, it certainly looks like it. Pretty significant damage. And is that a case? I just want to know from a driver.
Caution for the 4th time right now because the 22 of Austin Cindric went for a ride in turn 4.
Couple guys in 4.
And Cole Custer, Cindric.
Allgaier got loose, got into the back of the 20. Allgaier into the wall. The 20 also major damage. Didn't even get through turn 2.
There's a replay right here. 7 and the 20, side by side. The 7 just gets loose, goes up the track, makes contact with Christopher Bell. Bell backs it in the wall. Look at hard contact for the 22. An absolute nightmare for the playoff contenders. Justin Allgaier and Christopher Bell right here side by side. The 2 drivers with all the points in their bucket. They have the lead coming into the race because of their performance in the regular season. And they're going to give it all back right here on the initial start of the race.
98 getting in there. Big hit right here by the 23.
Wow, that was a big hit. Yeah, Michael Annette came in there and made contact.
This is the danger, both of these guys qualified well. They were right near each other, so when something happens, they take each other. But now an opportunity has been created for other people that needed a little bit.
Down into these corners, that had to get.
The trucks had
3 wide
damage.
See, Matt tipped on the bottom. Looked like Gregson got a little bit loose. He was the truck in the middle, the 18 truck.
He jumped up into the outside, into the two of Austin.